Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Peace and blessings to everybody that this recording will reach. Welcome back to Voices for the Voiceless podcast, where we discuss a wide variety of things in society and popular culture. And right now, as you know, we have been, gearing up to cover the presidential election that's taking place right now, and we haven't went live yet. But I just been coming to update the people with my particular thoughts. So I do appreciate the support. We're just getting started. Shout out to my sis Shamika. We will be going live very soon. But I'm not by my computer. I'm on my phone right now, so bear with me. Hope the audio and everything is good. It's just when certain things, grab my attention, or I feel that, man, I need to really speak on this. As you see the title, Black People's Blind Loyalty to the Blue Party. Now, make no mistake, right now, I don't particularly consider myself a Democrat or a Republican at this moment. And reason being is, um, I just always like, since maybe about a decade, 2 decades ago, was once I got old enough to really, kind of follow politics and for myself and think for myself as a young man. I just felt like, man, it's two wings of the same bird. You know, you got the right side, you got the left, you got the blue, you got the red, but they all part of the government. And I still stand by that uh, in most situations. Pin that right there. That I still stand by that in 99% of the time, I believe that is true. Republican, Democrats, red, blue, left, right, wings of the same bird. I still believe that. So I never really took to politics, but growing up Democratic by way of my parents and my grandparents, and just the older generation, they always told me to vote blue. Hey, my mama give me instructions before I go in the voter booth. I never really too much paid attention to the politics because it was always all the same. And I think that speaks to the title, Black People's Blind Loyalty to the Blue Party. Vote blue no matter who was the name of the game. How I'm pretty sure majority of us black people will say that they agree. That's how they grew up. Now, this current election is the most I've been into really paying attention to what's going on. And doing my own due diligence to actually research policy, to listen to other content creators' thoughts, and also exchange ideas and uh, what I have found with my personal circle. So we've been dialoguing about it, and what prompted us, I guess, this time around is that the country has gotten so bad as far as the economy, for so many people are feeling the same way that me and my constituents and my family, they're feeling the same sentiments. And then you look on social media, you look on mainstream media, everybody is saying the same thing. Is it's too high, the cost of living. It's totally different. It's almost like a culture shock in comparison to 8 years ago. Like, hold on, if we able to get up, go to work every day, work ourselves, work hard to get for what we want. That's what I'm used to doing. Whatever I want, I'm used to just getting up, working that extra hour or two, working that extra day or two, and being able to get extra, get by. But to not only get by, but get ahead and also enjoy life a little better. America was built on the premise you work hard, you can get whatever you want, land of opportunity. But it seemed like it's been only work extra hard just to keep your head above water right about now. And a lot of people in America are feeling that. And it's just it's something that we can't explain other than it was by design. I believe this was by design. Now, make no mistake, we got a huge immigration crisis going on by this current administration, the Biden Harris administration. And inflation is through the roof. Um, Now, a lot of different issues people tend to care about. My main concern is the economy. I have to be real with you. Um, I pray to God every day. I'm a God fearing man, and everybody that I rotate with believe in God and are God fearing men and women. So we pray, and I pray on God to give me insight on things I should say before I speak. So I want to make that clear. We are God fearing over here at the Voices for the Voiceless podcast. We keep God first at all times. But I'm also um a big I'm very big on doing the work on top of praying because in the Bible it says prayer without works is dead. Now, faith is of a mustard seed. I'm in total agreement with, but we have to put the work in. We have to educate. We have to be active on top of praying, doing our job. Because God said, had you been an angel, I would have sent you an angel. But since you are a man, I sent you a man. Just think about that. That's powerful. But now back to what I was saying. If you if you really think about it, um, the country with this immigration is a huge reason why the cost of living, inflation, gas prices, it's a huge reason why everything is so high. Now, I have nothing against the people, Venezuelans or Indians, wherever they come from, is not against that the immigrants themselves. It's against the government and their policies because when they let these people into our country unvetted, give them all these resources, they're taxing us. That's why everything goes up because it has to be accounted for. Whatever they bring and they give these people, they have to get that money from somewhere. And it's just not right that we have to as American citizens bear the brunt for their decisions. Government, if you want them over here, government, you take care of them. Our taxes, inflation shouldn't be affected. I ain't mad at them. The people that's coming over here, they just trying to come up. You can't knock them if they trying to leave from a bad situation to a better. I'm not mad at that. But if you want to come over here, just come over here the proper way. It's a proper process to immigration, right? So we know when Trump was in office, wasn't none of that going down. He wasn't trying to hit nothing about no illegal immigrants coming over here, it wasn't happening. I think we all can agree with that. But under Biden Harris administration, hey, it's a different ball game. Y'all come on over here. Wide open borders. Um, you're hey, you may be an illegal immigrant, but we're gonna give you funding and houses. You got these people that's staying in five-star hotels. I'm here in Chicago. They staying in five-star hotels. Picture the irony in this. Downtown Chicago, illegal immigrants, never paid taxes in this country, never contributed to it, staying in five-star hotels while homeless veterans are sleeping under those same five-star hotels with zero to any benefits. And they fought and almost died for this country, paid taxes in it, citizens. Once again, I'm not mad at the people from Venezuela or wherever they came from. It's the government that we're upset with. Because if you could put these people that don't have any stake in this country whatsoever in five-star hotels, but make citizens that fought for the freedom of this nation and have them homeless with no help, you could put them in the five-star hotel together. All this money that's being allocated, but the people right here are starving, having a hard time. This current administration didn't offer any type of assistance whatsoever to the people that are struggling here. But you can magically find hundreds of millions to billions to even trillions, right? And that's just right what's going on the soil right here under this administration by the Democrats. It's not the Republicans doing this. Now, earlier, I penned a thought, and I want to kind of get back to that thought. As far as the red and the blue, the left and the right, wings of the same bird, Republican, Democratic. That's how I used to think. Until recently, to this election, it's I still believe that, but there are certain exceptions, and Donald Trump is one of those exceptions. When he talks about the blue state and we're going to drain the swamp, he's talking about those unlisted politicians that are bureaucrats that sit in the back that are not on record that are funding these other politicians that are on the record. So the normal politicians that you see that are Democratic and Republican are already bought and paid for. So if I pay you a salary, then you have to perpetuate the agenda that I'm paying you for. Donald Trump did not and is not funded by that machine, by those bureaucrats. Is quite the contrary. He's exposing the deep state. Who else is talking about that? Now he might get private funding from certain ones like a Elon Musk or certain people like a RFK that he hand selects, but for the majority, Trump funds his own campaign. Therefore, his agenda is his agenda. Now, like Trump, hate Trump, whatever, those are the facts. And when you think about that, it makes more sense as to why I would say Trump is actually an independent. Back in the day, he helped fund Jesse Jackson. He was a Democrat before. The Democratic Party of today is not the Democratic Party of yesterday. Now let's fast forward it because when we go live, me and Mika, we really gonna dive deep into a lot of this stuff. I'm just coming on, giving some commentary to put things in context when it comes to this. And we're gonna touch on other subjects. She has a amazing story with a young man that's 19 years old that she's advocating for. out of Georgia. Georgia, we got a lot of stuff to talk about on this station. Voices for the voiceless. We mean that. But um, back to this particular situation, because we're 60 days short of this election. Now, if you take this and you do your own research and find out what I'm telling you is the truth, I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm just saying, just do your due diligence and think about what I'm saying, because I didn't start to really pay attention to this stuff until recently. But black people's blind loyalty to the Democratic Party. I'm gonna wrap it up like this. Vote blue no matter who. I'm gonna tell you what's going on with this illegal immigration. They bringing these people over here because there is a huge awakening amongst black voters. A lot of black people are waking up. Hold on. We've been blindly voting for the Democratic Party for 60 years in this country. We showed them blind loyalty, and they have never did not one thing specifically for black people. In fact, the Democratic nominee right now, Kamala Harris, said unequivocally, I'm not doing anything specifically that to benefit black people. But she also gave $26 billion specifically for Asian American people. But she's not gonna do nothing for black people. She said that on national television. So regardless, 6 decades, 60 years of blind loyalty with generation after generation from as far as I can remember, vote Democrat. They not, but out it on the back end, they not giving us nothing. But what they do is they bring in our replacement. That's how they trying to stay in power. They bringing in these immigrants illegally, and they giving them citizenship so they can get their votes. So they can have, if they give them all of these benefits and treat them like royalty and have them, you know, uh, replacing us in population, then they vote for them. It all makes sense. If they get these illegal immigrants to become citizens, they're going to have loyalty to the Democratic Party. Black people are waking up. If you're not doing nothing for our vote, Tupac said this. Rest in peace, Pac. If we don't do nothing, we need to get our own political party, develop our own black agenda, and present it to our nominee. If you want the black vote, here it is right here. You got to meet these requirements. You got to meet our agenda, and we'll vote you. We'll fund you. We'll back you as a black collective. That's perfect. I would nothing more love for that to happen than anything else. If we can get together as a collective and come up with a black agenda for the black vote, man, that would be heaven on earth. But for now, we got to move in a step in the right direction. The Democratic Party, they don't care about black, white, they just care about power. So much so that a lot of times when they be trying to have us focused on race, black, white, green, purple, we all feeling the brunt of this struggling economy. All of that. I've seen people of every hue and every race saying the same thing. So race on a lot of levels has become a distraction. We really need to be unified with everybody that is like-minded to come up with solutions. And if it's one politician that really isn't a politician that was willing to sit down with Ice Cube for the $500 billion platinum plan, for black people specifically, which this candidate Kamala Harris says she's not going to do nothing specifically for black people, but Trump, time after time, has said he will sit down and at least you could present it to me, and if it's a go, we gone. Let's do it. If it's beneficial for everybody and black people, hey, let's roll it out. Let's make it happen. I think we can get something substantive from Donald Trump because he's already was willing to do it. He just didn't have that second term to put it in play. So the title of this is Blind Loyalty because you still have black people, and it's so sad, that are seen right before their very eyes. They playing in our face. You see it that they have these people here to replace us as a vote, and they're willing to give them everything that they wouldn't give us. 380 million dollars. The other day I posted on here. And you can't get black people reparations? Uh what, $14 trillion to Ukraine, but you can't get black people reparations? You know, they doing this in your face. It's the Democratic Party. But you know what? They doing it in your face, and you still saying blue no matter who. That's blind loyalty. That's blind loyalty. Just think about it. Now, I don't know what you've been told, but somebody told me the definition of insanity is to continue to do the same thing and expect different results. Hey, I love y'all. Voices for the Voiceless podcast. We love y'all. God bless. I hope you enjoy this. We will be going live very soon. We love what we're doing over here, and we love to get the feedback. So like, comment, share so we can spread the word and subscribe. God bless. Y'all have a great night.